Alright, sorry, I didn't realize my mic was off. Anywho, yeah, hello everyone. Welcome friends. Haven't streamed in a while, figured I would do this. you know. I'm probably not gonna get through all of this, today. That's alright though. Let's do that. Get the chat up. Alright. Also, in big news, huge news if you don't follow me on Twitter. Oh yeah, I got it. Wait. Nico one shot. Hey, let's go. Alright. Let's go put that there for now. Oh, alright. Alright, yep, so reading 1000. Alright. We're gonna speed run through this, okay? We're gonna speed run through this. I was gonna pick a song, but the editor did not tell us to pick a song, so we're not gonna pick a song. Alright, so, yeah, so I've got these handy hotkeys. Whoops, hold up. Can we do that? Thank you. So we can switch between the two. Very easy. And so let's see what we got here. Alright, the geometry... Hold on, should I get music up? Should I play music or something? Maybe I should get some lo-fi beats or something. Geometry dash music. Ah, here we go. The beautiful sounds of the Geometry Dash soundtrack. Pretty good, right? Alright, is the music quiet? Because I kind of want it to be, in the background. Alright. Hold on. Let me play this on my phone so I can hear how loud this is. See, well, no, it's fine. I want the music to be quiet because, I'm just gonna uncheck the opera music. Alright. Oh. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I killed it. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna make the music louder. I want it to be quiet enough so you can hear me talking more. It should just be in the background. Alright. Here we go. The Geometry Dash editor allows you to create custom levels any way you want. A level can be simple or detailed, short or long, easy or difficult, and so on. The opportunities are endless. However, to be able to make exactly what you want, there are a wide variety of features that are helpful or even necessary. Learning everything yourself is a near impossible task given the size of the editor in 2.2. That is exactly what the editor guide's purpose is, to help you out whether you are new to the editor or already a veteran. There should be something helpful here either way. Use the list below if there's something specific. Alright, so we're not going to do anything specific. We're just going to, down we go. Holy crap. Alright. Basics. Let's go. You have to find your way to the editor. Okay, I already did this. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. I already did this. So, yeah. So create new. At the top, you can set a level name, optional description. Start editing, click the left button that brings you into the editor. Here we go, level settings. Alright. Opens the level menu. Alright. So, let's see what we got here. These settings decide the level's starting state. This means that they define what a player sees at the start of their attempt. Many of these settings... I'm not listening to Stereo Madness. There we go. So, many of these settings, such as speed, game mode, and colors, can be changed inside the level itself. This lets you change them further. So, going through each option in Figure 1.4, we've got game type. This is the most important thing. It's the most boring stream. What do you mean? Classic is the way to play geometry levels. Okay, yeah. Platformer is the newest game type. Platformer seems a little too, a little too difficult, so we're not going to be doing that. Speed is the start, is the speed of the level. It can be changed at any point in the level. 25% slower. For double, triple, they're 25, 50, 75% faster. This is often referred to the game mode, should not be confused with the game type. Okay. Cube is the default. Ship lets the player fly. Ball makes the player's icon circular, and movement, which makes it roll, which switches gravity. UFO makes the player fly, but instead of precise control, clicking makes you boost up, so it's Flappy Bird. Wave moves up and down diagonally. Options. Most of them speak for themselves, like two-player mode. Spawn group lets you spawn, whatever. Placing objects. Alright, this is what we want. Oh, it's select song as well. So we can select the song. We're gonna... I don't think they've told us how to... Can we use custom music? Is that fair? I don't know if they've told us about this yet. Anywho. Alright, placing objects. And then this is the main part you will interact with in the bottom section. Have the build button selected. We will write objects in lowercase to refer to object in generals, so any of them goes. Clicking on object selected for use and lets it place it in the level. Alright, you can enable swipe on the right side. Hold on. So enable swipe. There are various types of objects which are grouped into specific tabs based on their properties. Alright, so blocks, outlines, slopes, spikes, 3D. Gameplay objects is underlined. Ooh. I wonder what that could mean. Pixel art, items, symbols, decorations, pulsing objects, rotating objects. Alright. Quiet chat, he's reading. Shh. Don't talk during independent reading time. Alright. After successfully placing objects in the editor... Okay, hold on. This is a little advanced for me. Give me a second. Alright, so we got swipe mode enabled. Okay, so we're in the spikes tab. Oh, I have hitboxes on. That's a little too advanced. Sorry. After successfully placing objects in the editor, you may want to edit them in some way. Figure 1.10 shows an example. Assume you want to move one of these three spikes, often referred to as a triple spike, one block to the right. To do that, you have to click the edit button in the bottom left. Alright, so edit button in the bottom left. Afterwards, you can click an object to select it for editing. Normally, you can only select one object at a time, but to select all three at once, enable swipe in the bottom right, as seen in the example. Okay, so we got swipe, and then we can... Alright, pretty good. Gamer with the 249 euros, the best GD YouTuber. Thank you, I try.
You're the best GD YouTuber.
Well, I didn't realize that there we go. Now that the objects are selected, indicated by the green outline, we can move on to actually editing them. The buttons in the lower section are used for all of this. Most of these are self-explanatory, so testing them out yourself is recommended. Okay, the various arrows move them. The one with 3 rotates as much as you'd like. Having found the correct button, which is the double arrow to the right. Whoops, I deleted them. Sorry. Okay, so talking about this one, double arrow. Oh! Oh my god! Let's go, dude. We moved it. We moved it. We moved it. Another way to do this is by selecting free move and snap in the bottom right. The formula lets you move the selected objects wherever you want, even outside of grid positions, and snap puts the objects in the exact grid positions. Wait, so you mean to tell me that if I have free move and snap on... Oh my god, dude, this game is crazy! This is insane. Also, I just realized that the opera audios. There we go. Alright. If you're satisfied with your edits, click the deselect button on the far right. You can also deselect objects by placing new ones. Okay. So, we can go and place more of them. Scaling and warping. Alright, the last 3 buttons in the edit tab lets you scale or warp the objects. This is meant to change its form or size. The first scale only lets you scale the objects in place, which means they keep their original aspect ratio. Okay. Very interesting. Very fancy. With warp, you get the most control. Selecting it opens the interface scene with various buttons. You can use them by holding down and dragging the desired scale. Hold on. Dude, this is insane. Yo, dude, what? This is insane. Alright. Select color. After warping the spike successfully, you may want to change their color. Okay, true. I do want to change their color. Alright, let's make the outline of the left spike red. So, select the object, which we're basically a pro at this point, and then click Edit Object on the far right. So my menu's a little bit different, but I think we could figure this out. Alright, next tree finds the next unused colored channel, so we'll click that. And then we can click on top of the colored square in the bottom right. Alright, and then, whoa, color wheel. Various options. We can type its RGB value or its hex value. So let's do that. Gonna go with Sdslayer blue here. Yo, look at this. Bro, left spike with its color changed. Let's go. We did it, chat. Alright. Copy color lets you copy. That's fine. We're not going to use that. Alright. Can change it with a color trigger. That's a little complex. If you place the wrong objects, you may want to delete it from the level entirely. This is done in the bottom tab called Delete. Okay. The 4 buttons are filters for deleting. These are useful if you have many different types of objects overlapping and you only want to delete some of them. No. Okay, yeah, I know. The guide colored it red, but we're never going to learn if we exactly copy the guide. So I put my own color on it, you know, my own creative spin, you know? I'm learning. I'm learning here, okay? If you enter this object with a custom object selected, you get some more options. So we select the spike. We do have more options. Ooh. 4 middle buttons are marked. Opening each one gives a good idea what they do. Top left lets you find a specific group ID. The 2 buttons are group ID and color channel filters. So writing 1 in either means that you can only delete objects with group ID or color channel 1. Okay. I actually didn't know that. I'm gonna be real with you. I never knew what these buttons did. Other buttons. There are still many buttons in the user interface which we have not touched on yet, summarized here. Some of them are covered more in depth later when appropriate. In the top left, so that's... Hold on, you can't see my mouse. So top left, that's up here. Marked in purple, buttons used to undo and redo the recent action. Okay, that's fine. In the white box, these buttons are for zooming in and out of the editor. That's right here. Top left, top marked in black is a slider that lets you move through the level horizontally, which is up here. Very good. Let me move my camera down a little bit. I know that's not in the editor guide, but I think I know how to do that. And then we have numerous buttons inside the red and blue boxes, which are here and here. Copy, paste, and copy, paste do similar actions. Copy values, copies group IDs and color channels, allowing you to paste one other objects. Okay. Button with 3 circles gives you quick access to editing a color channel. Clicking at another time switches to an HSV menu. Deselects objects. Very good, very clean. Go to layer, which tied to the arrows and the numbers below it. The pink arrow switch lets you switch between layers. Okay. Picking song. Oh my god, dude, we skipped it. I'm sorry, we skipped ahead. I didn't realize. Oh man, okay. The majority of the community's favorite Geometry Dash levels are largely due to their great music sync. Yeah, sure. Okay, sure. I played some awfully synced levels in my day, but that's fine. So picking a song is obviously important. Pick when we head back to the level settings. Okay, well that's where we are. Bottom of this image is the default. By default, it shows normal songs, which are the official level songs. Stairman is back on track and so on. Use the arrows. If you pick custom, we have hundreds of thousands of songs to pick. Middle one is Music Library and Newgrounds. Yeah. Music Library is a new addition, which has many songs handpicked by RobTop for community use and levels. Once click the interface below is seen. We'll do that just for demonstration. As of writing, there are 6,300 songs. How many songs are there now? 8,700. Very nice. There's a button that lets you search for title keywords. Okay, so it's downloaded and non-downloaded songs once you do that. Okay, Newgrounds. Yeah, before 2.2, the main way to pick a custom song is through Newgrounds. Clicking its button gives more details on how it works. Dude, you see this, bro? What, dude? Type Arranger has got a spot in the GD editor guide forever. We got Type Arranger over here, bro. This guy is forever part of the GD editor guide. Just for joining Newgrounds, bro. That's crazy. For example, imagine that I'm a fan of Creo and I want to use his song Dimension. Click the link to open the following page. We're not going to do that, but I understand. And then we could type in the ID, which is in the top. All right. Song settings. Here we go. This is new stuff. Download failed. Thanks. You can type an offset. Very good. The fade options makes the song fade in or out at the end or beginning. Note that these can be used even with a main level song. Guideline creator. I think we can just skip this one. Who the hell creates lines, bro? Sir, what page are we on? We're on page 32. We've been live for 20 minutes. Later customization. The settings covered thus far are off of the starting song. However, the editor lets you change the song further into the level. Okay. Up to 5 songs can be overlapped at once. Yeah, you can make awful mashups now. Using these triggers, the guideline creator is not as helpful anymore. Yeah. Uh-huh. Click more next to a song and then BPM to open its menu. Wait, really? Oh. Oh. I see. Does this work? I never knew this was a thing. What? That's cool, I guess. That's pretty neat. Okay. Gameplay objects. Alright, this chapter handles the 6th tab in the editor, referred to as gameplay objects. Alright, hold on there. 6th tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we got a lot of cool stuff here. Audio visual. Welcome to the Finger Dashite tier. Thank you, thank you. Very, very... I'm a big fan of your name. I wonder if anybody else has that same name. Probably not, though. Alright. The first 5 objects in this tab are referred to as pads. When a player touches one of these, they are affected in some way. The first 3 give vertical boosts, and the last 2 switch gravity. For the blue one, the gravity switch is natural, keeping horizontal velocity, while the purple one teleports you until an object is hit. Alright, let's test that out. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's a pretty big boost. That's a small boost. That's a pretty big boost! Okay, very clean, I get it. To refer to a specific pad, you simply use the color. The leftmost one is called a yellow pad, okay? That's... Do people call this a purple pad? I've never heard anyone call this a purple pad. Yo, audio visual! Oh, Dank Berries on B-Gram stream? Oh, okay. Gifted 1 membership. GG to Kaiser1290. Thank you for the gift membership. Orbs work similarly to pads, but instead of being activated upon being touched, they have to be clicked by the player. The ones with the same color have a similar effect. There's also a green orb that works like a yellow orb, but also switches your gravity. Okay, let's test this out. Got this, and this, and this, and this, and I'm gonna put another one here for no reason. Actually... oh, thank you for the 5 gift memberships. Holy! I mean, I don't remember everyone I talked to or have seen in live streams before. I remember watching B-Gram stream. Thank you for the 5 memberships. Sheesh. He's goated with it. He's goated. Bro thinks he's Mr. Beast. He clearly is Mr. Beast. What the heck? What do you mean he thinks he's Mr. Beast? We're not listening to Cycles either. This is funeral music. Sorry to any Cycles enjoyers. Gonna skip X-Step as well. Alright. So we got the orbs. Green dash orb keeps the original gravity, while pink dash orb switches it. Dash orbs take you in a straight line as long as you hold down. And the trigger orb lets you toggle a specific group ID. Portals! Yes, portals! Very exciting. Portals change the gameplay in various ways. Their effect is only active if the player passes through them. First, we have game mode portals. Okay, so we got all these. And you can enable free mode? Wow, we're already learning about free mode. That's crazy. Balls. Holy audiovisual. With the Finger Dasher membership. Holy. Alright, well. I think that means I have 4 Finger Dashers again, which means I should probably make another member-only video. Anyways, thank you for the Finger Dasher, though. You are crazy with it. Various other types of portals are shown. First, on the left, we have gravity portals. So that's... Whoops, sorry. Gravity portals, which are these. And then the next ones are... Yeah. Blue makes your gravity normal, and the yellow one makes it upside down. Green one, it switches your opposite to the opposite whatever. Secondly, we have mirror portals, which we're just not even going to talk about, because who cares? Size portals. Pink makes the icon small. Green makes it regular. Mr. Dash. True, true. Dual portals. The orange one enables dual mode, which duplicates the player's icon into 2. Both of these are controlled upon clicking. By default, every click affects both, but you can turn on 2-player mode, making it so that clicks on each side of the screen. Speed changers. These are officially called speed changers. Okay. These are enabled when a player interacts with them. The blue lines around them not seen in a game are the hitboxes. Okay. Letter objects. Oh man, we're already learning about these? That's crazy. Alright, let's build a little bit of gameplay using swipe mode, of course. Nope, I haven't touched triggers yet. We can't do that. I was gonna say, yeah, they're not called speed portals, apparently. I mean, everyone that I hear calls them speed portals, but the editor guide is just tweaking. Huh. I'm not tired, I'm not tired. The editor guide's not boring, I swear. Really quick, hold on. Okay. The orb thing did talk about the spider orb. I just didn't read that part, I guess. So, Alright. We can use some orbs, too. Bro actually likes Theory of Everything. Dude, it's just going through all the songs in order, bro. Like, it's literally just going through all of the official level songs in order. Alright. So yeah, we're already learning about letter objects, apparently. So at the end of the tab, there are various letters inside. These are used to whatever... Wait, are we gonna find out if these letters actually stand for anything? First is D, which is used when the game mode is wave. As seen in figure 3.8 on the left, the player will normally die when an icon hits a block below it. However, adding D blocks allows the icon to hit the blocks. Interesting. Okay, so we still aren't gonna find out what the letters actually mean. Have we learned about slopes yet? I don't think we have. The J letter object is used to stop jumps when the player holds down in a cube. Many players hold down for a little bit after using an orb, like a blue orb, and after adding objects may lead to an unwanted jump. This is seen on the left with figure 3.9. Adding the J letter objects here, holding down to the blue orb does not result in a jump. Clicking again while on top of these letter objects will lead to a jump. It only affects holding. Alright, let's test it out. Okay. Alright, man. Well, that was kind of an unwanted jump, but that's okay. Alright. S objects. By default, using a dash lets you hold it down as long as you want. The player decides when its action ends by releasing. However, at times, you may want to control when the dash orb's effect ends. This is done by placing an S block, or sorry, an S letter object. The player can still release before this if they want, but they cannot use the dash orb longer than the S block. H block. In cube, jumping into a block above you and hitting your head normally leads to death. Using an H letter object stops this. This works the exact same way if the gravity is switched. And it also applies for robot. Last are F letter objects, which switch gravity when your head on them. An example of this is seen here. Okay, so let's do that. The dash orb. Alright. And then after that, we'll... Alright. Interesting. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was small mode, small game. Pretty good. Alright. Force objects. I've actually never used these. Well, I've used the force blocks. I haven't used the force circle. So let's do that. Oh, the editor guide did not prepare me for this. You know what we can do, though? We can use H blocks, or H letter objects, just like we learned. I got a cat and a clism. So true. Face reveal? I have not face... this is not a face reveal. I have shown my face before. Alright. We got our force blocks. Very good, very good. Alright. Animated objects. Oh boy, we're getting fruity with it now. Animated objects are in the 7th tab. That's this one. Each object here consists of several frames to create. It creates animations. The most complex animated objects are particles, which can be customized in the particle editor. Monsters. All right, these do different animations. They can be customized with the animate trigger. Oh, we're learning about the group menu? That's crazy. Edit special. The objects beyond the monsters do not let you change to another animation specifically, but you can use edit special to customize the default animation. To do so, select the objects you want to edit and click the Edit Special button. Okay. Like this. All the options change different attributes. Randomize start on their first frame. This option enabled. The first frame is random, and the animation will continue normally from that point. Use speed uses a custom speed for the animation, which gets configured with the slider below. Animate on trigger. These objects freeze on the first frame. They begin their animation when an animator spawn trigger triggers them. Disable delayed loop. Some objects get delayed before looping. This option instantly starts the next loop. Disable anim shine. Some animated objects have a white flash at the start of their animation, which gets deactivated with this option. Only if active. Addition to the animate on trigger option. With this option, the animate on trigger option will only play if the object is active. Single frame. The animation will not play and only display a single frame. Alright, let's display a single frame. Frame 3. Yeah. Particle editor. Oh man, we're gonna be here for a while. Oh boy. This might be the rest of the stream, honestly. Just the particle editor. Oh man. Because, there's a lot in here. Yeah, I'm only 1/4 of the way through. Like I said, I'm not finishing this today. Especially because I only have like another hour. I can't stream for super duper long. However, one thing real quick. I'm gonna put this back here so it's nice and visible. There we go. That visible. There we go. There we go. Alright. We got the play button. Play button is in view. The description is I hate reading. Only 43? Yeah, that's quite long. Do a live subscriber ad? What does that even mean? Alright, the particle editor lets you create your own particles. To get started, you have to place the object. It's the first object in the tab, looking, and it looks like a white pea. Let's scale this bad boy up. While having this object placed and selected, you can access the particle editor by clicking Edit Special. This opens the particle menu. In here, you can configure different attributes. In the following sections, we will go through all the tabs. Okay, this might actually be useful, because I actually don't really understand the particle trigger, or editor. In the following sections, we'll go through that. Okay. You can copy and paste configurations from different particle triggers by using the CP buttons. Moving on. First, we have the motion tab, which configures the particle's movement. You can edit the motion of your particles in the gravity or radius. Depending on what mode you choose, you'll have different options available. Okay. Oh. Ah, I see. Max particles. The amount of particles that can be visible at once. Duration. How long particles will be generated. -1 means they will spawn forever. Lifetime. How long the particles are visible before they disappear. Emission. At what rate they spawn. You can click max for the highest possible rate, or click calc to use the max particles and lifetime values to generate them at an even rate. Okay, so if we want max particles to be 60, and they live for 0.4 seconds... Or, well, they live for 9 seconds. Max, or calc. Yeah, calc. That's not very even, if you ask me. That's more even. Lovely. This looks pretty good. Particle trigger 7 pages long. That's actually not as many as I thought, honestly. Alright. Angle, the angle at which the particles go. Speed, the speed that they go from the center. Pause var, position variables indicate the space in which particles can spawn. Okay, yeah. So it shows the line, you know, like if it's real small, they only spawn from there, but if it's real long, they can spawn anywhere along this line. And then same with the height. They can spawn anywhere in this box. Okay, I get it. This trigger is insane, yeah. Sdslayer 300k, please. I'm hoping for it. Need to smash subscribe, baby! So we because we demolish 200k. See you. Hit subscribe, baby. Yo, Souls, what's up? We're goated with it. 300k. Did you see the animation? I did. I got it in my sub box or whatever. Or they tagged me in the description or whatever, so I saw it. Alright. Gravity. This applies a stronger gravity force. Higher the farther the force. Positive lights make the gravity go right and up. Alright, let's see let's see what that actually does. I see. Gravity Y is pretty cool. Okay. If it's in the radius, that's a start radius, and the end radius, rotations per second. Okay. Next is the visual tab, which changes how the particles look. Here we go. Start size. The size the particles have when they spawn. End size the particles have when they despawn. Start spin. This rotation of the particles when they spawn, and then the average at the end. Start. Percentage of red, green, and blue guys in the particles spawn. Okay, hold on. So, let's make him real big when they spawn. Why are they? There we go. Make them real big when they spawn, and they get real tiny by the time they despawn. Give them a little bit of a spin. Start R, start G, start B. Okay. So the particles will start off red. What if we just do this? Like 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. There we go. Now we got rainbow particles. Because it's 0.5 plus or minus 1. I think Angela loves somebody. You're right. I love the timeout button. Bwomp. 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 Tyler the Creator thinks I have swag. That's awesome. I know Tyler the Creator hates jellyfish, and I don't blame him. Does he even read the chat? Not really. Thanks for sending a message. Exclamation point play geometry dash. So true. Do you listen to Robva Topper? I have listened to some of those videos. Yes, they're very cool. In the extra tab, various other configurations can be done. Free. With this option enabled, you do not move the particles, but pan the camera around. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so these options have to do with, like, dragging the particle thing. Holy crap, that is large. What the? Whoa, whoa. With this option, particles do not move when you move the object, but spawn at the new position. With this option, it will, okay. Wait, what does it look like when I do free? Hold on. Okay, interesting. So grouped is normal, because this is what it looks like normally. Relative is really trippy. Okay, friction. Frictions of the particles, the speed, and the rotation. Okay, let's see what that's like. Okay. What about speed? Can't really tell what friction S does. And friction R is to the particle's rotation. They're just not rotating much. Okay, I see. Modifies the rate at which particles respawn. Additive. This is comparable to the blending option. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So if you have additive on, they blend together more. If you turn it off, it's literally just raw color. Start size equals end. The particles have the same size at the start as at the end. Does that just... Oh, okay, so that's just like a manual check for this. Start radius at the end is the same at the start. Start rot is dir. The rotation of the particles will spawn... The rotation of the particles when they spawn is the direction they will go towards? Wait, really? Hold on. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of neat, I suppose. They only go in the direction that they are rotated in. Why is it sort of enjoyable to watch? I'm just a guy reading, dude. What can I say? I just love reading. Use object color. Particles use color channels instead of the color specified. Oh, I've always wondered if you could do that. Like, literally, I cannot even tell you how many times I'll put down particles and do, like, and do this, and it just doesn't do anything, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Wait. It's not working. Particles use color channels instead of the color specified in the visual tab. You lied? What? Hello? What? Where'd it go? Stop! What the heck? Do I have a controller plugged in or something? You couldn't tell, but you might not have been able to tell, but the object kind of just started going up. Okay, wait. Oh, there we go. Now it's using the color channel. Oh, okay. So base is the starting color and detail is the ending color. Okay, that's cool. I can roll with that. What else we got? You have better edit? I do. The object running away bug is always fun. Is that a thing that happens to anyone else? I can't tell if this is a thing with... Because I don't have a controller plugged in. So I literally have no clue why this happens. I can't tell if it's just me or not. Whoops. Not starting. Sorry, guys. I do have better at it, yes. Yeah, it happened to me and I only have keyboard and mouse. Okay, that's what I was wondering. You'd have an audio-visual ones? That's... Dynamic rotation, the particles rotate to face... Okay, so this one... So dynamic rotation and start rotation is dir are like the opposite. So they, like, try to orient themselves in the direction they're going, I guess. Oh, yeah, look at that. Huh. Animate on trigger, the objects freeze. They only begin when animate trigger, and in addition to the animate on trigger, the animate on trigger option will only play if the object is active. I don't really know what it means by being active, but okay. The object freeze on the... I should probably save this level. Order sensitive. Orders particles with the newest ones on top. Start RGB varsing. Syncs the RGB values with the visual tab. And syncs the end RGB values. Quick start. By default, the particles will start slowly before reaching their normal movement. With this option, normal movement is achieved instantly. Huh, okay. I think normal spawn triggers activate particles too. Alright, in the texture tab, the actual texture of the particles chosen. Note for that textures with a base color other than white, like the difficulty faces. The particle color has to be white, otherwise it'll tint the color, which leads to unwanted results. Based on prior settings, the particles may even disappear if you choose black for the particle color. Alright, let's choose a particle. Let's choose a particle. What should we do for this one? Wait, that's kind of awesome, though. Yeah, I figured people were going to be saying fire in the hole. But sadly, that texture has a color, and colors are yucky yucky. I'm not mewing, bro. What? Have we learned about saving yet? Shoot, you're right! I might have saved before we learned about saving! Oh, man, no! What's the mewing thing? You do like this or something? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't follow this anymore. I feel like like such an old person. I'm 20 years old. I feel like I'm the oldest man alive. Do you do that after going shh? Alright, bro. The particle editor preview is on the left half of the settings menu. Oh, sorry. There we go. Left half of the settings menu. In this editor, you can configure motion options by dragging lines around and positioning the particles at different locations. The default version of the editor looks like figure 4.10, but it will automatically... Okay, I see. So... Oh, so we wait. Oh! Wait. Real? Can you actually? Hold on. Oh, that's cool. Wait. Wait, what does this do? You can configure motion options. Default this, but okay. All of the buttons let you modify parts of the motion. The first button 1 edits the pause var values in gravity mode. Clicking a start radius value in radius mode. You can change it by clicking on the green line and moving it around. If you click on an edge, you can change the size of the corresponding axis. Wait, what? Oh! Wait, that's cool. I never knew that. Oh. Okay. Ah, okay, I see. So the first one lets you choose you can drag and choose the size. Sorry, I'm not even. So the first one lets you choose the size of this box thing. The second one lets you choose the gravity. And then the third one lets you choose the angle. Ah, okay. I'm actually learning things. That's crazy. The C button recenters the particles if you move them around. Okay, okay. Items! We made it through the particle editor, everyone. We're at items now. I will read the whole Geometry Dash editor guide, Dumbledore said calmly. Yeah, calm is, a word you could use to describe what I am. What not to put in your level? True. Alright, items are found in the 10th editor tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Items are found in the 10th tab, various objects that are like collectibles. This means they can be picked up throughout the level, whether they are optional, extra challenges, or necessary to advance. You can use a lot of these as decorations as well. User coins. Alright, yeah, so I don't even need to read this. I don't even need to read this part. I know how to place user coins. What you want to do is you want to make them completely unavoidable, and you want to stack them all on top of each other like this. You want to make them completely unavoidable. There we go. Alright. Next. Custom collectibles. All of the other objects in this tab function as collectibles. You can assign specific actions to them that will get activated once they get collected. This can be editing a specific item ID, activating or deactivating a specific group ID, or assigning points that add it for the player. Okay. Let's put down a collectible. Like a key. Alright. Let's make this key give you 5 points. Points for everyone. I know this is a little advanced, but 1 second. Alright, well, counter doesn't work, but that's okay. Alright. You can use pickup item to change the value of an item ID. Item IDs are variables that can be edited and referenced throughout the level. Enter the item ID you want to change in the item ID field. By default, the item ID will be increased by 1. Enabling the sub count option, it'll decrease. You can read the pickup trigger section as well as various item triggers for more information. Still need to learn how particle works. Recreate limbo? Hey, once I'm done reading the editor guide, I'll have the knowledge to be able to. Use the toggle trigger if you want the collectible to behave like a toggle or spawn trigger. By default, the group ID will be toggled off. If you click enable group, the group ID you input will be toggled on. Okay. If the group ID is assigned to a trigger, the trigger will be activated like a spawn trigger. Using groups. Okay. The particle option allows you to spawn particles when the custom collectibles are collected. Assign a group ID to your set of particles and enter that group ID in the particle field. Alright, let's test this out. So, particle, give it a group ID. Particle 1. And maybe we gotta set these to animate on trigger. Maybe. Didn't work. So, okay, the particle option allows you to spawn particles in the custom collectibles. Okay, so assign a group ID to your set of particles and enter that group ID in the particle field. Note that your particles cannot have an infinite duration for this to work. Oh, that's why. I believe my particles do, in fact, have an infinite duration. There we go. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, it spawns from the object? Interesting, okay. So if I set this to be a radius... Well, I didn't think it would spawn from the object. I thought it would just spawn, like, I thought it would just spawn where the particle thing is. clean. Last, you can assign points to the collectibles. Points function similar to item IDs, however, they count as a single variable and are used for the level leaderboards and platformer levels. Number you put in the points field is how many points a custom collectibles will award. Edit group. Finally, we're getting into the good stuff. Jeez. Edit group is one of the most important buttons in the game. It is found on the right side of the editor when the objects you want to edit are selected. This menu is what enables you to change attributes of your objects through various options, as well as adding group IDs to link to triggers. Okay. Yeah, insert GD level songs here. Yeah, I'm playing some GD level songs, alright. Yeah, the first SD stream is him reading. Yeah, I love reading. What can I say? Functionality. These options are used to set the editor layer, assign group IDs, change the Z position and the order, and set up channels. Dude, I need to learn how channels work. Oh my god. Alright, editor L and L2. These options place objects at different editor layers. If editor L2, they will only appear in the layer set there. You can use the plus button to go to the lowest layer that has no objects on it. So like... I see. Z layer, seen at the bottom. This is the order of drawing objects. Goes from B5 to T4. Layers starting with a T are above the player, and layers with a B are below the player. You know, that makes sense, but I never really thought about that. I have no idea what the point of L2 is. Let's find out. I don't know what the point of L2 is either. Tile set. This term is not directly seen in it, but its value is marked to the right of the Z layer in parentheses. Huh? Oh! Okay. It specifies the tile set number of the selected objects. For similar types of objects, this will typically be the same value. For different values, the tile set's value specifies its priority. Really? 0. 1. 3. Interesting. I never knew that. To bypass this, you can move an object with a higher value to a higher Z layer. See figure 6.2 for an example. Ah, I see. See, okay, Z order. See in the top right, this sets the drawing order of objects on the same Z layer. Okay. Putting a higher Z order puts it above. Add group ID. Assigns up to 10 group IDs, which you can later use in other triggers. Ord. This option only appears for gameplay objects and triggers. It sets the order in which the objects get activated. This option, CH, appears for gameplay objects and triggers. It assigns a channel to these objects, which are used for the rotate gameplay triggers to work with different gameplay directions. See channel system. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Copy and paste settings from different objects using the copy and paste buttons in the top right. The extra and extra 2 categories of special options that are covered below. Alright. Using groups... Oh, you can have one object on 2 separate layers? Wait, really? Oh, I see. That's interesting. I don't think I'd ever really get much use out of this, but that's cool. No, this is definitely going to be more than one stream. Especially because I don't have enough time to finish this right now. I gotta go somewhere in like an hour. Using groups. Group IDs are essential for triggers. You can add up to 10 group IDs onto a... You can only add 10 group IDs on one object? Really? Is that true? I thought you could add way more than that. Huh. That's crazy. I could have sworn before in 2.2.1 you could have like a bunch of them. Unless maybe I'm thinking of this kind of thing. Oh, I was thinking of this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I thought that meant you could have 12 or 10 or 20, whatever. Okay. Yeah, that was for multiple objects. Okay. I actually never knew that was actually like a hard limit. To remove a group ID, click the one you want to remove. If you have a single object selected, a P button appears next to add. This marks the group. The object is the group parent ID. After clicking the P button, the corresponding ID will show in pink. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Like, what does a group parent actually mean, though? Extra options are in the Extra and Extra 2 tab. Our extra options are the extra 2 buttons. He has many things. Oh god, okay. We got a lot of stuff to look at here. Oh man, that's a lot of options. Okay. Don't fade. Disables fading in and out. Don't enter. Disables any applied enter effects. No effects. Deactivates the effects of portals. Some examples include the background lighting for size portals and the gravity lens for gravity portals. Hynapesta. Creepy pasta. Oh! Are you gonna upload this level? Sure. Yeah, I guess. Why not? Alright. Group parent sets an object as a group ID parent, which again, I don't really understand. Group parent makes that object the center of the mass of objects. Oh yeah, group parent sets an object ID which is used for scaling and rotating objects. Huh. Area parent can be used for area triggers. Don't boost YX. Disables the player being boosted by a moving object for the given access. Wait, really? Hold on, that sounds kind of cool. Sorry, I know that we haven't touched on move triggers yet, but... Drop the payload. Oh, that's cool. So if I take this off then... Huh. Interesting. High detail marks objects high detail, which will get disabled if the player enables low detail. No touch makes it so you can't interact with it. Passable, you can jump through the bottom, so they're semi-solids. Like how rotate trigger is a center ID, group parent equals center ID. Huh. Okay. Makes objects invisible. Only usable for platformer. The player will stick to moving objects by default. This option removes the friction. Extra sticky. When the player stands on an object that moves down too fast, the player will not stick to the block anymore. This option increases how sticky it is. Wait, hold on. Really? I need to test something. That was like a core mechanic of my fall damage level. was this whole mechanic. So you mean that... Oh, okay. It makes it stickier, but it's still... You'll still fall off, unfortunately. Takes much less time to actually lose all your health this way, though. I see. What time is it for you? It's 3:30 p.m. Extended collision. Objects will scale larger value of 6, have inaccurate hitboxes. This option fixes the hitboxes to be accurate again. This does not apply to the visuals of objects. I can't believe that works. I mean, honestly, I know we can't rotate solid objects, but these are essentially custom slopes, right? Like... like, these are essentially custom slopes at this point. I do really like this, I like the big long slope with the extended collision. All right. Ice block, only used for platformer, makes it slippery. Grip slope, by default the player cannot slide up steep slopes. This helps the player has more grip. I'm a head out, see you later, bro. Goodbye, souls, thank you for tuning in. I'm learning so much stuff. Dude, I know, I'm like a natural educator. What can I say? My hair's really irritating. Alright, no glow, disables the glow emitter from solid objects. Yeah. Scale stick. By default, the player's X position will not change when standing on a scaling object. With this option enabled, the player's position moves to the corresponding distance. Wait, what? That confuses me. What do you mean? Still changes. Okay, let me see. So, grip. No, it's, yeah, scale stick. I don't know. It says, by default, the player's X position will not change when standing on a scaling object. Oh, X position. I see. This only works in platformer, I think. So it's like... yeah, like it moves you to the side as well. It moves you to the side as well, but if this was turned off, it only moves you up. Okay. I see. No audio scale. Disables pulsing for orbs and pulsing objects. Okay. Special IDs. Special IDs are in the Extra 2 tab. Okay, let's go to the Extra 2 tab. Enter channel. Enter channel IDs are used for enter effects and the custom enter effects, which are covered in greater detail later. You can click the plus button to get the lowest enter channel ID that is unused. Material. Okay. There was one time I wanted to try and use materials, but I didn't know how, so let's lock in. We need to use our pink thinkers, which I will now be covering with hair, so mine doesn't look as big. Okay. Material. You can assign material IDs to objects for set events. Upon interaction. For example, you can add a material ID to all ground blocks and then use them in event triggers to trigger a stone whenever the player lands on them. Okay, let me test this out. So let's say material 1. Let's try this. Hold on. Event trigger. Okay. Oh, wait, I should probably do, I don't know, landing, I guess. Fire in the hole, fire! Okay. So yeah, so this triggers fire in the hole when we land on a block with material ID 1. Okay. Control ID. This option is only available for gameplay objects and triggers. Control IDs are used to reference specific objects when remapping. Okay, I don't understand how remapping works. That's something I need to learn as well. When using edit group with a trigger, additional options preview and playback show below the extra buttons. This enables touch triggers while playtesting, and the latter makes music playtesting start from this trigger. Okay. Oh, triggers. There are over 100 triggers in the game. Oh my god. I never really thought about that. Because what is this? This is 12. This is 36. Yeah, it's like, it's so many pages. I mean, 3 pages of 36 is already over 100, so. Yeah, I think triggers is where we're going to end up ending off at. We're probably not going to get through this one, unfortunately. Let me see. How long does this part last? Triggers starts on page 61 and goes all the way to page 159. Yeah, we're not getting through this. Okay. Alright. But with the $100 donation, holy crap. My goat. What the hell? Thank you for the $100. Holy. He's insane with it. I hope that you're financially stable, or that your parents are financially stable. Holy crap, what the heck, bro? Jesus Christ. Thank you. Alright, well, with the power of BUP, we can get through this. Probably still not going to, but we're gonna try. Okay, description. There are over 100 triggers in the game. These are found in the second to last tab, as seen below. Explaining other triggers are used to perform various complex actions. They may alter visible objects, such as blocks, in some way.
Apparently, some guy told me you're streaming XD.
Did he send any other messages, bro? I don't even think so. I think he literally sent just that message and nothing else. Okay. There are over 100 triggers in the game. These are found in the second to last tab, as seen below. Explained earlier, triggers are used to perform various complex actions. They may alter visible objects, such as blocks, in some way, or just change the gameplay or visuals. Since they work this way, they are never visible objects that can be seen while playing a level. You place them in the editor, and they do their action when the player passes the trigger's position or other linked events. For example, triggers that have the touch trigger option enable to be triggered when a player touches them. There's also a spawn trigger option, which means they can be spawned by a spawn trigger or different conditional triggers, like touch triggers, count triggers, time triggers, and more. Whew! I need some water. Below this, every trigger is covered in depth and order. If you are unsure what the name of a trigger found in a game, you can find it by looking at the title. Inside Edit Object. That's where you find trigger settings. Okay, start, pause. We all know how start pauses work. You know, you place them down, you can choose the speed, the mode, and the options you want to start in. Alright. Color triggers change a color channel. Same as normal color selection. Color ID refers to what color you want to change. If you wish to change a color channel to a player's colors, you can use player color 1 or 2. Blending applies to the blending. Hold on. Is there seriously not? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, does this actually work? No, okay. $90 pages of just triggers is crazy. Dude, there's so many triggers. It's actually insane. Oh, alright, well. Move trigger. Alright, we can use a move specific group ID. Its interface is seen below. Alright. Alright, move X moves blocks on the X-axis. One block is equal to a value of 10. Move Y moves blocks along the Y-axis. Okay, move time, how long you want it to last. Easing changes the way the objects start and end their movement. You can select the player option for both X and Y-axis. When the object will follow the player's movement in the given direction. The camera option can be selected, but it'll follow the screen instead of the player. Target mode. moves the objects to a target group ID. This must be a single object. Center group ID declares the center of the objects you want to move. This also must consist of a single object. Okay. So this will move the objects to player 1, player 2. We'll select the object to that player. Direction mode. Moves the objects in the direction of a target group ID. This must be a single object. Center group ID declares the center of the objects. This must be a single object. Okay. Comparison between target mode and direction mode. So target mode moves there. Let's just see. Oh, direction mode. Didn't work. Oh, okay, I see. So it'll move in the direction of the object, but it won't fully get there. Okay. Small step. Enabling this option changes the value for one block to 10 to 30. Oh, really? I never knew about that. That's crazy. Okay. That's nutty. Okay. Silent. In platformer, the player sticks to solid blocks that move instantly. Will this option enable blocks to move instantly without the player following their movement? Okay. This trigger shows as a stop. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Stop trigger. This trigger shows as a stop, pause, or resume trigger depending on what you choose. Stop stops the action permanently. Give the triggers you want to stop a group ID and enter that group ID in the stop trigger. Pause pauses it temporarily. The difference to a stop trigger is that you can resume the trigger by using a resume trigger, and resume resumes the action of the other triggers. Okay. Control ID allows you to only stop a specific group ID when using remapping. So, example, if you want to remap a spawn trigger to use group IDs 1, 2, and 3, and you only want to stop group 3, you can enter a control ID and enable the option in the stop trigger. Okay. Pulse. I like pulse triggers. Pulse triggers are goated. How long will this take? I don't know. Too long. I'm going to end the stream in like 10 minutes. You can pulse entire color channel. You can pulse objects with the group ID, main, secondary only. So some objects have a base and a detailed color. Okay. Exclusive. This option disables all other pulses with the same ID. Okay, that's interesting. Alpha changes the opacity, of course. Group ID, fade time, and opacity is very simple. Toggle trigger enables or disables objects. Objects that are disabled are invisible, and the player can no longer interact with them. So the group ID. We got big scary monsters here. Give them group 7, and we can toggle them off. Spawn triggers can activate other triggers. Group ID, the trigger you want to spawn, the delay before you spawn it, and preview disabled. Alright, so. Yeah, so if we could add a group to this toggle trigger, make it spawn triggered, and then, you know, spawn it, and then it would do the same thing. Spawn ordered, yeah, so it activates left to right, like as if you're passing it normally. Reset remap. I don't understand how you remap. I'm EP. Oh, wait, hold on. Are we learning how to remap here? Okay, hold up. This is the last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna do spawn remapping and finish the spawn trigger, and then we're gonna finish. We're gonna call it there. Cause I gotta go. Alright, so you can use the second part of the trigger's interface to remap spawn trigger setups. This is useful to save group IDs. Due to this being complex, we'll use an example. In figure 7.8, we are moving a block left and right by using a spawn loop. Normally, we need to copy the triggers and change their values. With remap, we can copy the spawn trigger on the left and remap the group ID of the old setup to the new block. Okay, so let's try this. So let's have a block here. Okay, so this is the spawn trigger that's doing the spawning. So, wait, I don't get it though. Is this... Okay, so the new group ID is 11. So, what? Are we doing... The original block is 8, so are we remapping 8 to 11? Oh, okay, but we can't do it in that trigger. Curious. Oh, wait, do we have to copy the original trigger and that's it? Oh, I actually get it. Wow, okay. Sorry, whoops. Is this live right now? Yes, it is. Okay, that makes sense. So we got the spawn loop here. This is a spawn loop. We can create loop. It's very easy. And then... You know, this is the spawn trigger that starts it all. But then if we spawn that group again, we can remap it. Because the block that's actually being moved is 8. And then this one is 11. Okay, so yeah. So let's try this with something more complicated. So we have group 12. And then 13, we'll say that. So if we create loop, we can then make another loop. Maybe we can do a sideways one. So yeah. So we got this loop here. This should just work. Yeah. Right, that's all good. And then 12 is the center ID here, but now it's 16. So we're going to make another one of these triggers. We're going to remap 12 to 16, and then these blocks are both 13. So we remap 13 to 17. And it works! Oh my god. I understand. Crazy. Alright. What do we got? We got rotate and scale. Alright, we'll get through rotate. Rotate will be what we end with. Which I just used a bunch of. I literally just did rotation. My birthday is indeed that, and I am indeed 20 years old, and you are timed out for spamming. Alright, target ID is the objects you want to rotate. So that's these. We want to rotate these two saw blades. Give them group 18. Center group ID. The center, the object should rotate around. That's this. That's 19. Move time. So 18, 19... Or no, sorry, 18, 19. Let's make it take 1 second. Degrees. How many degrees you want it to rotate? Let's say we want it to rotate 180 degrees. X360 is full 360s. I'm not even going to bother doing that. Aim mode. The objects will face towards the target the ROT target ID. Must be a group ID with a single object. You can offset the rotation with... Hold on, wait, really? Hold up. Wait, what? Oh. It's like... Yeah, they're aiming to face it. Okay, wait. So then, what about player one? Oh. I see. Yeah, so it always will aim to... It'll aim at me then. But if we give it an object... They'll aim to face the object. Okay, that's neat. I'm 3 years and 8 days older than you? That's crazy. Just a few months older than me. Yep, June 2003. Follow mode. The object will follow the rotation of the ROT target ID. Ah, okay. Okay. The second page of the overall trigger lets you set group IDs of single objects with boundaries. This means the rotation will not continue to follow the target it follows if it reaches these positions. Okay. Dynamic mode. This option checks if the target moves when in aim or follow mode. Normally, the trigger will only check upon activation where the target is and face towards that direction. Moving the target ID does not update the direction. With dynamic mode enabled, it will update its direction based on the target moving. So... Ah, okay. So now they're always aiming at you. Follow mode seems to do... Oh! Oh! Oh, I see. That's kind of funny. Hold on, wait. Huh. That's kind of funny. And then lock object rotation if... Yeah, means that they'll move, but they won't actually rotate. So if we lock these bad boys, they'll rotate. Oh, they're still rotating. Well, I've been lied to. That's okay, though. Well, that's our level for now. I'm gonna have to come back and finish this later because I've got to go, and this is way too long of a guide. Built using the Geometry Dash Editor Guide. TM. Move these up. Alright. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I'm going to update this. This might be updated later in the future. Don't know. But, yep, this is good for now. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed me reading. I enjoyed reading. And, join my Discord and all that. When's the next stream? I don't know. Hopefully in the next couple days. I'm going to try and make a video for tomorrow, though. So, alright, thanks for watching.